More?
No.
Okay. So I had a client recently, or a prospect actually. We sat down for coffee, just kind of a social meeting. And the first thing that he said to me the minute we sat down, he looks at me and he says, "Just so you know, I'm never ever going to hire you." At which point I thought, great, well, I guess we don't have to worry about that anymore. And went on with our conversation and had a great one, and we talked a bit. And what came up was that this guy actually wanted to start a new business. He was looking at growing and starting something brand new, and it happened to be right up my alley, exactly the type of business that I excel at coaching in, and I just knew I could help this guy. But as I said, he had a very strong commitment. He'd made it very, very clear that he was never going to hire me. So we finished that conversation. I gave him some ideas on his business I thought might be helpful, some books to read, some activities to do. He comes back to me a few weeks later, tells me he's done everything. "Dave, I got it all done." And then he asks, "What's the next step? What's next for us?" And I thought about this, and I was thinking, what kind of books could I send? What else could happen? I brought it to my coach, and my coach said to me, well, the next step, if this person wants to go pro and really make this happen, is to hire someone to be in their corner, to hire a coach to go with them, specifically to hire you as their coach. And I said, yeah, that'd be great, but the thing is, this guy made it very clear that he's never going to work with me. And very clear that he had no intention of doing business with me, so I don't know what to do. And my coach helped me see in that moment what our clients tell us or our prospects tell us about working with us or not working with us really has no bearing on us in terms of how we're going to serve this person. And if my mindset is truly around doing, am I boring you?
No.
Okay, good. If my mindset is truly around helping somebody else and making their life better and serving them in whatever I can do, then that's what I got to do. And what would truly serve this person was to coach with me. And so that's what I had to propose. I was super nervous about it because they'd made it so clear that they had no intention of working with me. But that's what I needed. So I called him up and I said, I've got your next step. Your next step is actually to hire me on and for us to coach together. Unfortunately, that's going to really go against your strong commitment never to work with me. And then he said something that just blew my mind. The guy said, I never said that to you. I said, yeah, remember our first meeting, you told me you were very clear that you'd never work with me. So I know that's not an option. He goes, I don't think I said that. He had no memory of telling me this. The thing that I was carrying with me, the reason I wasn't proposing to him, the reason that I was totally stuck on what to do next, he had no memory of. It reminded me back of when I was in direct sales with insurance before, how so many prospects who might yell at me, hang up on me, especially when I was telemarketing heavy, business to business, I'd get people that seemed like they were just lost causes, follow back up a few months later, sometimes just a few weeks later, and end up with a completely viable prospect. So just like Goldfish, our prospects, their memories aren't that long, especially when it comes to telling us no. And once we get that and start following up, realizing that serving them is what's going to get us the business, things get to be a lot easier.